Ahoy, mateys. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm not using the web camera. The little thing that clips it to the back of the computer broke. So I'm going to have to find another one. Or, I don't know. Fix it. We'll see. Maybe a little glue will help it, I thought. But I haven't gotten around to it. I need a whole box of those round to it. Yeah. So I see Nate and Troy and Jim, Melinda. This is cool. Uh, been absent, wasn't here last week, Tuesday. Duct tape fix everything, you bet. I just have to find it. Where is it? um, the last 2 weeks have been kind of interesting. You know, uh, I got to go to Silver Springs, got to see manatees. I saw 9 manatees. It's pretty cool. And some really big turtles and, fish. We went on those glass bottom boats. I highly recommend it. If you've never been on a glass bottom boat, just do it. It was awesome. It really was awesome. I would definitely do it again. Learned a lot. The guide was excellent. Under D for duck. Yeah, there's Sonia with a J. So yeah, that was. I was pretty geeked about going there. Tina's got some good uh, film. You know what I mean? Footage. And eventually, I know she's put out a couple shorts. Eventually, she'll have a regular video put together of it. And then this past weekend, I got to go to Don Garlett's. Anyway, it says Don Garlett's on the back, but no, Doris Day did not come and sing. And we didn't get to see the monkeys, although there are monkeys there. But anyways, yeah, I Sunday afternoon went to the Don Garlett's museum, drag racing museum. And it's more than just drag racers. He's got quite the collection of antique cars there and lots of antique stuff. It was a nice, um, yeah, I'd recommend it. I went with Kelsey, which is Kyle's niece. She happens to be down here and learned that I was down here. So, hey, we got together and we went to the museum. It was cold outside. Nancy Drew, welcome aboard. My goodness. Uh, no. I think he called himself Rat Fink at one time. I don't know. The, the place is amazing and how many drag racers, the rails. Um, it was amazing. Big Daddy. That's correct, Nancy. Big Daddy Don Garlett's. But I know that there was a rat involved in the logo. Ivan's here. Welcome aboard. And Mark, welcome aboard. Great to see you. Okay, now you got me curious. Here we go. I just put this shirt on a little while ago because it's a little chilly. So I don't know the name of the rat. I don't. You would have thought I learned that at the museum, but it escaped me somehow. A rat think, okay? Well, back in the day, and they even had old magazines that you could buy, like Carcraft, Hot Rod, stuff from the 1960s and early 70s. Um, they had them for sale there. $20 a copy. Wish I'd have hung on to mine. I used to buy those magazines all the time. Hot Rod magazine, all that stuff. I was never into it. I mean, not like not that I was building cars. I mean, I did a little tiny things, you know, kind of spruce up the car a little bit, and put air shocks on it, and chrome wheels, and maybe a chrome air cleaner. But other than that, keep it clean and nice, and you know. But as far as building hot rods or anything like that, no, I didn't do that. I knew I had several friends who did, and it was always interesting. General mechanics is basically all I ever did, and still do. Would I ever try to, let's say, restore a car? Probably not. Although it'd be cool to own one. They still have hair. Good one, Mark. Oh, Tina's here. Welcome aboard. And Kelly, welcome aboard, Kelly. I saw a Facebook picture somewhere on Facebook. I saw you. Speaking of Facebook, I am quite surprised. I never did this before, but I took a bunch of pictures at the museum, and then Tina suggested that I would post them on Facebook. And I thought, oh yeah, finally I said, you know what? I think I know how to do that. That I did. I couldn't believe how many people responded to it. I was like, is Facebook overtaking YouTube? MG went to the grave. The Sportage is now on the drive. Yeah, Tina. I don't know where I'd be without Tina. She's my go-to when it comes to tech stuff. Okay, so Facebook's easier. Yeah, I would have to say it was pretty easy. Yeah, Mark, definitely. Um, at 7 Eastern Standard Time, which is when this show ends, Tina's got a premiere. So we will be rating her at 7 p.m. Eastern. And it'll be fun. And then, of course, at 8 Eastern, Suzy comes on. I usually don't make it that far. I might tonight, maybe stop in, but I usually don't make it to Suzy's because I'm ready to go to sleep because I got to get up at 3. Of course, you all know that. Diane, it's still snowing in Louisville. Jeez, that's got to be getting old, especially for you because you don't normally get too much snow. I have the heater on. I'm going to turn it off right now, but once that sun went down, it just temperature dropped. But I've been grateful for having the propane heater for the last several days. Each day has been getting a little warmer. 2 days ago, it was 20 in the morning when I got up. Then yesterday, was 22, and today was 24. So it's warming up gradually. Now, I do not know what the temperature got up to today, but I know it was at least 60, 65 because I was out there in no shirt and shorts. I was fine, but I wasn't out there very long. Just enough to go to the bathhouse, and then my new friend Stormy next door, he's the camp host. He's been charging my Generac battery. I did spend some time a little while ago trying to research what might be wrong. I have the Champion 2500 watt generator, but I cannot seem to charge this Generac 1000, or actually 1200 series power station. It won't charge it. In fact, it shuts down. Well, that don't make any sense. And it shuts down if I try to run the microwave, even this new small microwave, 700 watt. It shuts down. Like something's not right. But it will charge the Jackery and a bicycle battery, for the electric bikes. It'll charge those at the same time, no problem. It's charging my phone, my laptop, and running the computer right now. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's done off the Generac. What I meant was it will charge the Jackery, and it'll also charge the batteries that run the bikes. For the phone and the computer, well, I don't need much at all. But I'm sure the generator would charge it if I needed it. Video premiere at 7. Yep. And I'm missing comments. So let's see here. Yeah, we're going to be doing the Van Fest. Oh, there's Aqua Donkey. Welcome aboard. Did you go to, Gainesville? Did you go to Gainesville for that metal detecting event? I heard about it through Georgianne, but she didn't have enough information. And then Kelsey and I decided we were just going to go ahead and go to the museum here in Ocala because it was closer to both of us. Kelsey's down here. She has her horse and her dogs and stays at some friend's farm that's down here. And she has a job. She's working somewhere. And she's actually thinking of possibly, establishing a place down here. But she says she's going to be going back to Michigan in the spring. So 13 darn inches on the ground and still snowing. Oh, yeah, you might as well live in Michigan. There's Ray. Oh, and Aqua Donkey did not go to that thing in Gainesville. I wonder how it went for them, because the weekend it was even colder in Gainesville because that's about another hour north of here. Our high on Sunday was 38. So they were probably, if they did go do any prospecting, it was chilly. Maybe adjusting to 11/2, big ass difference. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Pensacola got 6 inches a couple days ago. They totally shut down. That's in the panhandle of Florida over towards Alabama. Yeah, they got slammed. It's Stormy and Karen. Welcome aboard. I don't need to charge up my battery tonight because I already did. You probably knew that. I'm waving to you. They're about 100 feet away from me. Maybe a little more. No more like 200 feet. So yeah, welcome aboard. People in the chat here, they will welcome you. And they're I have a lot of people that come into the chat. Usually about 20, maybe sometimes 25. and they've all been with me forever. Yeah. So we have a really, really good, fun group here. No charging tonight. Yeah, yeah. I'll probably, when I get out of work tomorrow at noon, I'll bring it over and charge it while I'm gone. Um, well, we'll see if I'm gone. I got to make a couple phone calls tomorrow. Uh, this weather, just so the rest of you know, uh, for propane, everybody has been out of propane. It's just been terrible because everybody, they're buying extra propane to heat. Me too. Um, and for whatever reason, they kind of probably stockpiling it because if we get any more cold weather, well, it's a little crazy. Friday, you're supposed to get 41, then a few more freezing days. Supposed to start warming up. Okay, cool. Yeah, the damn groundhog. Yeah, how can he see his shadow when it's cloudy? I wondered that too. Now, just so you know, my mom had Groundhog's Day figured out a long time ago. There's no real holidays in between Christmas, New Year's, and Easter. Well, okay, there's St. Patrick's Day, but that's still kind of a long stretch, from New Year's to St. Patrick's Day. So some smart entrepreneur come up with Groundhog's Day, and it's a little bit financially lucrative, especially for that town in Pennsylvania. But I think my mom nailed it on the head. She says, it's just another good excuse to get drunk. The groundhog is in California. Good one, Ray. The guy holding him. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the ceremony, part of it. Yeah, they had the scroll. So, the fun part about Groundhog's Day, too, is when you think about it, if he sees his shadow, there's 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't see his shadow, there's a month and a half of winter. That's pretty much the same amount of time. And if you look at the calendar, you'll notice that March 21st, which is the traditional first day of spring, is 17 days away. Well, now 16 days. We'll call it two plus a couple days, weeks away. Or 6 plus a couple days, weeks away. So 6, month and a half equals 6, 17 days approx. It's all pretty much the same amount of time. And then I was talking to Tina about it, or I think it was maybe. If I wasn't talking to you, Tina, I was talking to somebody like I'm always talking. Western Michigan, spring is going to be rather late because the temperatures have been way below freezing, below zero for quite some time. Lake Michigan is frozen over. Well, when spring does come, the winds come out of the southwest and west, and they might be kind of warm, but they got some rain in them or some moisture anyways. Then they go across Lake Michigan and cool down, turn to snow. So that's what they call lake effect. And it's going to be a lot of lake effect this coming spring. So, being from Michigan, I can remember seeing, 4 inches of snow on the 4th of April, just really just piss you off. And no, the groundhog's real, Jim. He really is. I imagine he's pretty pissed off that he gets woke up to predict something that he doesn't give a shit about. He's not going to come out of that burrow till it's warm out. 12 walk. That's great, Ray. That is great. I should be doing that too, but I don't. Linda says she watched the Groundhog Day movie. I have never watched it. I've seen little pieces of it. And it looks like just be a hoot. And of course, Bill Murray is one of my favorite actors. So, yeah, I'd like to see that. One of these days. I have watched more movies in the last 6 months than I ever watched in my whole life. So that's kind of good. He wouldn't know if it was a winter or summer. Right? True. It's okay, Jim. It's okay. I understand your frustration because, you know, we've already figured out that a lot of the news that we hear is fake. It's made up. And now fake news has AI helping it. I work with AI every day now. Chat GPT and Gemini. I work with it every day. I am not impressed. I'm impressed that it can take and dig into a lot of knowledge, but it really doesn't put it together in what I would call a logical sequence most of the time. Yeah. Is it a tool? Yeah. Is it going to replace us? No. No, I don't believe that for a minute. A tedious movie? Yeah, because it keeps repeating. There once was a lad full of pride who swung on a pole far too wide. His balls found their fate, stuck fast by the plate, and he dangled there, painfully fried. Ouch! Jeez. The woolly worm should get more credit. Yeah, I think so too, Nancy. I only saw one woolly worm in the fall, and he was black on both ends. So I would say that we've had one hell of a start to winter, and now we're going to get a reprieve, and then it's going to come back. Yeah. Lake effect. So I saw, you're going to love this one. Jim, you especially, unless you guys already saw it. But you know the movie Chariots of Fire, and you know the theme song, which is also called Chariots of Fire. And you know how it goes. Da 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 da. Now, do you remember the song "On Top of Spaghetti, all covered with cheese"? I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled off the table and onto the floor, and then my poor meatball rolled out of the door. Yeah, it's the same tune, the same notes. Yeah. Yep. I like adult silliness too, Tina. But you knew that. AI eventually no one will know what's real and what's fake. You know, that's could be a problem. Yeah, and a lot of the reels that I see, oh yeah, that's pretty funny, kind of. Usually it's slapstick, but then you look at it and wait a minute, it's AI or a documentary. I love documentaries. Um, but the speaker, and they've been doing this for longer than Chat GPT, but the speaker is not a real person. It might be a recorded real person's voice, but they took the vocalization of that person and somehow use that like they use I'll think of it, famous people's voices. Now they used to do voiceovers. Well, now they don't really have to do. They don't have to have William Shatner, but they can pay him anyways because they're going to use the sound of William Shatner to do a documentary, let's say. But it's not really him, and he's not really doing the reading of the script or nothing. It's all done by AI, but you can tell, even though they try to get the inflections, the pauses are in the right place. You know, like we speak, AI screws it up. And that's when you go, damn it, that's not so and so, that's AI. Especially when they get to numbers. It's just, what? So this is year 2026. AI would call it 2026. Who says that? Okay, is there a penis warmer? No. I suppose we could make one. Woolly worms predict winter by the color. Yep. Oh my God! Now we're talking about penis warmers. Well, respect it, Tina. Did you see my sticker up on the wall? Oh, you can't read it. I'll show it sometime. I got it at the Don Garlett's museum. Georgianne, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Um, Aqua's here, just so you know. And no, he didn't go to Gainesville to the metal detecting thing either. Do you know anybody that did go, Georgianne? There he is, Aquadonkey. Um, so everybody that's new now coming in, we're going to be rating Tina's the Outsider at 7 Eastern. She has a premiere. So we'll be going there. And then if you can make it, I'm going to try, but I'm feeling my age. No, I'm actually a little bit tired. Uh, I don't know. I'll make it through Tina's premiere. Then after that, I'll probably make something to eat, and that'll kill me. I'll be out for the count. Rob and Charlie and Angie. Okay. 2/26/2026. Yeah. There you go, Ray. Is February 26th your birthday, Ray? Tom Kingery. I don't know Tom. Wilderness Whalen. He wants to know how old I am. I'm old enough to know better and too young to care. No, I just turned 72. I'm good. Shane, Ohio River history went. Okay, cool. I probably should check. Somebody's sending me a private message. It's not Timmy. I don't think. Da 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 da. It rolled in the garden and under a bush, and then my poor meatball was nothing but mush. Well, now that's cool. Kevin and Piper. That's kind of cool. Welcome aboard, Waylon, by the way. Um, what else have we got here? Rosie K. And James Catneve. Yeah. There's commenting on my Facebook page. They should come over here. Yeah, you did, Georgia. I remember. So, coming up, in fact, I'll be leaving here on Thursday. It's going to be kind of a hurry up and get there run, but I got it figured out. Anyways, going to get over to the coast. There's a event. Excuse me. Gosh, an event going on. I'm swallowing air because I'm talking and breathing. So do one or the other. Anyway, it's called Van Fest. So I'll be going to that. And that's one of the reasons I got to make sure I got my generator up to snuff. Because I probably will not have any form of electricity there and I still have to work. Anyway, I've heard that the rocket launch, the manned mission to go around the moon, I did hear it was originally scheduled to take off on the 6th. Now they're talking Sunday, the 8th. And I'm going, what if they postpone it again? I hope not. Yeah, James Catnese does seem to be doing good. Oh, you know what, Georgianne? I thought of you several times when I was at the museum. Like, oh, Georgianne would like this one, or Georgianne would like that one. You know, I know you've done some racing yourself. And the museum was it was worth it. I really enjoyed it. You heard it was postponed until March. Well, that blows it. I did find out, Jim, that there's a underlying reason that they're doing this. They're going to fly around the moon. They're looking for places to build more Dollar Generals. Do I push the applause button or the laughter button? Or duh. Yeah, I did hear about the hydrogen leak. So that may postpone it for quite some time, which is, a bummer. But on the other hand, I don't want to see another Challenger. Hey, Timmy, welcome aboard. Oh, and Waffle House. Yes, there you go, Jim. No, they're not going to land, Nancy. They're just going to orbit or go around the moon. Now, it used to be that once they go on the other side of the moon, they are out of radio contact. Pretty sure that the Chinese are allowing us to use their satellite. They have a satellite that is in geosynchronous orbit around the moon. So if you look up at the moon right now and you point your arm to the right, and I don't know how many miles out from the moon, but there's a satellite. Chinese own it. And but you can, let's say your spacecraft is on the other side of the moon. You can't see it from here, from Houston, let's say. So you can't send a radio right straight at it. But you can bounce your radio signal now off the Chinese satellite and then retransmit it to Artemis. Now, they still might be in out of radio contact for a little ways when they're coming around with basically the left-hand side, back side of the moon. But we're still going to be able to, or Houston's still going to be able to talk to them while they're actually on the other side of the moon, where that hasn't happened for us before. Yeah, I heard it, Timmy. There's Steve. Welcome aboard. So yeah, it's I've always been kind of a geek about outer space stuff, and I don't know everything, but I certainly was interested in, as a boy growing up, and yes, I believe we really did go to the moon. So somewhere it was on one of Tina's. Someone mentioned something about that it was fake. I don't know. Oh no. And I'm kind of like, okay, so if it's fake, shame on us. Shame on us. But I don't think it is. I know there'll be people who say, wow, we shouldn't spend money on that. Okay. So you shouldn't spend money on a new mattress either. It's just, come on, people, be happy. Don't worry about this stuff. I mean, yes, worry about it, but don't let it overwhelm you. Steve saying hi, everybody. So I don't want them to hurry it. I don't want there to be any danger for the manned mission. They got 3 men and a lady astronauts. I saw them on a picture today and the names, but I can't remember the names. So you got 3 United States members and 1 from Canada. Yeah, well, you know who I'm referring to. And it was on one of your, I don't know if it was on Facebook or if it was on one of your posts. Like, what? You've been shoveling fake snow off the front porch. Good one, Steve. I don't let it get to you. You'll have a heart attack. Diane's got 13 inches of snow. My sister sent me a picture. I don't know if I can pull it up. Anyways, on the deck up in Jenison, Michigan, 2 foot of snow on the deck. And I think, oh. Okay, it was the NASA video. Okay. So everybody go to the NASA video. You should anyways. If you haven't seen the NASA video, that's a real good one. They're all good. Speaking of that, Steve, we're going to be rating Tina. She has a premiere coming up at the top of the hour, so 20 minutes from now. And this time, I'm a little more ready. I got the Chromebook charging right now. And once we get a little closer, I'm going to fire it up so that I can easily transition from this to hers. Or, from this computer that I'm doing the live stream, and then go over and watch her live stream on YouTube over there. Because trying to get YouTube to come up on here when it overlaps and just everything gets muddy. So, crew, NASA answers: Reed Wiseman, Christina Koch, Victor Glover, and Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen. They're going in 1970? Are we going back in time, Timmy? Oh, thank you, Aquadonkey. Day 13 of UV exposure. Yeah, there you go. I did get out in the sun for a little bit, but then I was still working. So I come back in, had my shirt off, but these windows behind me, the sun was coming right in. It got 95 on this side of the bus. It's like I go from shivering at 8 o'clock this morning to sweating at noon today, or more like 2 o'clock. Right now, I don't know what the temperature is. I would guess it to be about 40-ish, 45-ish. So, Pastor Mike's here. You're gonna put me on the big screen TV. Make sure you put Tina up there too. So yeah, gonna at least enjoy VanFest, whether we get to see the launch or not. But we'll find things to do. And then after that, I don't know, not 100% where the wind is going to blow me. It hasn't boom into my head yet. There's one possibility for going a little further south, Sarasota, and then nothing really is dyed in wool. So I may be coming back here to Ocala for a little while, a week maybe, and then gradually working back towards the Panhandle. I would love to go back to it's a state park. I think it's called Sail Tip or Top Sail State Park, and it's in damn it, and it's almost to the Panhandle, Panama City. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful park, right on the Gulf, white sand. I mean, it's amazing. I'm on the TV now. Ahoy, everybody watching the TV. Timmy, Pastor Mike. Temperature in Ironwood right now is 78. Man, oh man. I would love that. Florida won't be the same. probably be relieved. They're gone. Yes. Georgianne wants the 95. You're talking about 95-inch TV? I can't imagine a TV that big. I'm sure I've seen them, but I'll let Steve answer that, even though he doesn't have anything to do with it one way or the other. Ray's going back to Ohio. Oh, Georgianne's talking about weather 95, not TV size. Okay. Talking to the mayor's wife. Yeah. You got to contain him somehow, Mike. There's Mindy. Welcome aboard. We have 21 people on board right now. I'm honored, very honored and grateful. I'm glad you're all here. Mindy, we're going to be rating Tina at the top of the hour. 32 where Diane is. Feels like 27. Low tonight is 10. Yeah, we're not getting that cold here. I think the low tonight is 36. There's Kevin. Just showed that picture, Kevin, of you and Piper. You know, and it's kind of like the cartoon style, if you will. Pretty cool. Let's see if I can find it again. Because Mindy didn't see it. I don't think Steve saw it. If I can find it. Oh, that's cute. I like your cover photo. So, can't find it. No, it's not there. Oh, well. It was great. I liked it. Okay. Tina's going to get a hold of Ray. Timmy was the oldest. Oh, my goodness. Mike, that probably work. He goes crazy over the Asian girls. But you probably knew that. Yeah, Ironwood in Ironwood is canceled, which is kind of a bummer. But on the other hand, I can sort of see the reasons why. And I also have it in the back of my head that there will be another one. I know that part of it was because we got big enough, or Ironwood rather, got big enough that there was the management, the Bureau of Land Management was going to require porta-johns and permits and trash dumpsters and a whole lot of things in order to put the event on because of the amount of people that was expected to be coming. So then that would mean having to charge people to come to Ironwood. And that creates its own hassle too. Yeah, I do believe it, Mike. I really do. Timmy does know everybody. You're right, Mindy. That place was super clean when we left. And I'm proud to say I was part of making sure that it was. Yeah, Timmy's outgoing. Yeah, he sure is. We have 10 minutes. We'll be going to raid Tina's the Outsider, just so you know. In the meanwhile, wish me luck finding propane. And I do need a couple prayers on the generator thing. That's got me a little muzzled. It's like, no, it charges up these smaller things. And it's definitely, what, put it this way, it did charge up the Generac. It charged it like 2 or 3 different times. Now all of a sudden it won't. There's got to be like a breaker or something that I'm missing. You don't know that he's not, Mike. He probably is a friend with the governor, or will be. Yeah, thank you, Steve. For me, 2 years. I think it lasted 3 years all in all. But I went for 2 years and totally enjoyed it. Yeah, Tina's got to get propane. I'm going to call Tractor Supply tomorrow when I'm working, and if they're refilling, I'll go there. I actually have to buy a new tank. The one I'm using right now, uh, on the 1st of February, it is now too old. Well, actually, I think they'll give me another one, but this one has to be recycled, I guess. Jibberators. You're showing your age, Tina. Jibberators. I didn't know that the Clampett family ever had a generator. Did they keep it by the cement pond? Oh, he sure did, Mike. He sure did. Yeah, I know, Tina. I'm glad I don't have to type right now and just talk. And in your defense, Tina, the B and the N keys are right next to each other. So it's easy to make that mistake. Oh, excuse me. Darn it. It's hitting me. Um, yeah, a lot of people do have problems with generators. One of the main things that I believe is that if you have a generator, you almost need to use it. If you just let it sit and say, okay, oh, here comes the storm this weekend. Good thing I got a generator, and then the storm comes and you can't fire it up because it's been sitting too long. Yeah. So yeah, generators are a little fussy. You gotta exercise them. They say at least once a month. Let them run. Maybe plug something into them just to make sure that they're actually doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, they do, and they've been out of propane as well. down here, anyways, uh, there's been a run on propane. Tina does dishes 3 times a day. Sometimes, well, I'm not camping by her, but if I was there, she would probably have to do it 4 times because I dirty stuff even quicker. No, the generator runs just fine. It runs beautiful, and it charges the Jackery. It charges the bicycle batteries. It charges, yeah. Um, it's just fine for those, but it won't. When you plug in the power station, the generator should ramp its RPMs up. In other words, it gets louder and it's running faster and generating the power to charge the power station. In my case, it's the Generac battery power station. And it did it good, 2 or 3 times at least. Now all of a sudden, instead of running faster, it bogs down and quits. Something ain't right. Now, my generator will run on gasoline or propane. Now, I haven't tested it on propane because I want my propane for heat. And, the generator hardly uses any gasoline. It'll run a full day on a gallon of gas. 85 miles an hour. I had a neighbor, Mike, that he took one of those little electric wheelchairs like you can get at Walmart, just like that. They're electric, little tiny wheels. You go shopping with it. Neighbor put on an 8 horsepower Briggs and Stratton. They clocked him at 55 miles an hour on the highway. Crazy. Well, I'm going to wait for this to answer. Ray wants to know about Tina's cat. I don't know, Tina. Something could be wrong with the power station. I hope not. Jeff and Tammy, welcome aboard. You're just in time to go raid Tina. That's what we're going to do. All right. We're going to say adios, amigos. And we're going to head over to Tina's The Outsider. She's got a premiere going on. So I'll see you there. And we'll see you next Tuesday if everything goes well. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. Thank you for coming aboard. Linda, could you put up Tina's link real quick before I end this stream? This is no. Okay. All right. I'm ending it now.